Devil May Cry 3. I recently played through this game and I loved it. The story goes is that it takes place years before Devil May Cry 1. And Dante is just hanging around his shop, and then out of nowhere, this random bald guy comes in and he says there's a message from Virgil, his long-lost brother. And eventually, a bunch of demons appear and try to stop him. Dante fights through them, and out of nowhere, a giant tower, which is a gateway to the demon world, appears out of nowhere. And Dante knows Virgil's behind this. He goes through the tower, and eventually, he runs into this random girl named Lady. She is the bald guy's daughter, and apparently the bald guy killed his wife, and Lady wants revenge for her mother. So, Dante and Lady try to go up to the tower, and he fights Virgil, and he loses to Virgil, but then unlocks Devil Trigger. So he continues fighting, and eventually fights Virgil for the second time. But then, out of nowhere, the bald guy appears and says he's gonna backstab Virgil, because he wants the powers of Sparta, which is what they were doing this for. The powers of Sparta is that Sparta was Dante and Virgil's dad, the most powerful demon of all time. And Virgil was wanting these powers, but the bald guy is betraying him for these powers. So, all three of them, Lady, Virgil, and Dante, all fight him, eventually persevering and defeating him. Lady gets her revenge on her father, and then there's the final stand between Dante and Virgil. And Virgil says he is going to get the powers of their father, and no matter what, if he has to kill Dante. So they both fight in one final clash. But the portal to the real world starts closing. And they're in hell at this point. And Dante eventually leaves, but Virgil says that he is going to get these powers. So he stays in hell and eventually runs into Mundus. And he throws away his sheath as old samurai did when they knew they weren't going to defeat an opponent. And he doesn't defeat him. We know that from Devil May Cry 1. And Lady talks to Dante and she says, even the devil may cry when they lose a loved one. So that's the story. The gameplay of this game is also really great. It's way more fine-tuned than Devil May Cry 2, definitely, and way more fine-tuned than Devil May Cry 1. All the jank is gone, and we have a bunch of new weapons to use. I love the gameplay and how fine-tuned it was. It's like a more improved version of Devil May Cry 1, and I love Devil May Cry 1. I thought this game was really great. The combo system was fixed even more, and I just love this game with its gameplay, its story, the whole 9 yards. I give this game a 9 out of 10.